I have a confession. I was an atheist. An atheist who started to believe that people with faith might be happier than the non-believers. So I did the homework, and it turns out that, unfortunately for me, that story checks out. 44%. According to Pew Research Center, actively religious U.S. adults have a 44% higher rate of reporting being very happy than the religiously inactive or unaffiliated. Now, I'm not here to argue who's right or who's wrong. I'm just saying that in study after study, people with faith tend to be happier. So I became fixated with the question, can someone who doesn't believe, or doesn't believe very strongly anyway, still get some of these benefits of faith? Let's look at 6 of them. Benefit number 1, prayer. There is someone who I am absolutely certain hears prayers. The prayer. When I pray for patience or kindness, I become kinder and more patient. The act of voicing our intentions and desires helps us clarify, what do we want and who do we want to be? As the Buddha famously said, what you think, you become. Now, some of you might scream placebo effect, but here's the thing about placebos. They still work. Benefit number 2, gratitude. There's a reason prayer and gratitude get the same emoji. All faiths encourage prayers of thanks, whether that's thanks for food, thanks for safety, thanks for life itself and its countless gifts. Here's why that matters. Actively practicing gratitude helps train our minds to focus less on the negatives and more on the positives. Imagine the difference between someone who spends all day lamenting what's missing versus someone who savors each small joy. It's the difference between a life of scarcity and abundance without anyone's net worth having to change 1 cent. Benefit number 3, forgiveness. Forgiveness. A cornerstone of every major religion, but its power need not be just for the faithful. Forgiveness includes both being more forgiving, because as the saying goes, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. And it also includes receiving forgiveness. Feeling that we are forgiven, no matter where it comes from, frees us of the guilt, shame, and blame that far too many of us carry. Benefit number 4, surrender and acceptance. This is a tricky one, especially for us skeptics, but stick with me here for a moment. Surrender in this case does not mean passivity. It means focusing on what we can control and releasing our grip on what we can't. It's the same timeless wisdom the Stoics and many others taught for millennia. Trying to control the uncontrollable drives us mad. Letting go brings peace. For example, we can't control other people, but we can control how we respond to them. That shift, letting go of not control, but the delusion of control, is the secret to serenity. And we can do that regardless of whether or not we have an understanding of what, if anything, we're surrendering to. And here's the best part. There's no requirement to believe in a higher power to let go of trying to play one. Benefit number 5, purpose. All faiths help believers find a sense of purpose. Now, they may disagree about what life's purpose is, but they all provide one. Viktor Frankl beautifully explained that ultimately we should not ask what the meaning of life is, but rather we should remember that it is we who are asked. It is we who must answer through our actions, through our choices, and through our willingness to create meaning. A purposeful life isn't something we're given. It's a responsibility we choose to embrace. There's a tremendous difference between fleeting joys like sex and money, so-called hedonic happiness, and a deeper, more lasting type of contentment. That deeper kind comes from having a sense of purpose and deep, meaningful connections. Which leads me to number 6, love. Modern religions and spiritual traditions often speak of a higher power who is unconditionally loving. or what psychiatrists might call having unconditional positive regard. That means being completely loving, supportive, and accepting without judgment. That means your existence alone is proof of your worthiness. It feels great to know that all parts of us are loved and accepted, whether that comes from a higher power, the universe, each other, or perhaps ourselves. And though us mere mortals may never entirely reach that lofty goal of loving and accepting all unconditionally, it's still a compelling model to strive for, no matter what one believes. Imagine the power if we all sought to love all without expecting anything in return. If that's how we sought to love our friends, love our family, love strangers, love our enemies, love all, including, and perhaps most importantly of all, love ourselves. So, where does that leave us? Can we all take part in the benefits of faith? I believe the answer is a resounding yes. We can all be more mindful of our self-talk, cultivate more gratitude, be more forgiving of others and ourselves, focus on what we can control, release our grip on what we can't, live lives of purpose, be more compassionate, and love a little more. Can we all take part in the benefits of faith? Oh yeah. Beyond belief. I love you. Thank you.